What's up, dear guys? How are you doing today? Well, this is your brother, your teacher, your mentor, your friend Steven from Steeven Vision. Well, I am excited this morning and I've got something to share with you, and this is something amazing. I want you to understand that today in this video, I'm gonna be talking about something very interesting, and this thing is your English. I want to talk about your English, the level on which you are today, and the progress you can make and how you can make it, and where is the very good start. So, dear guys, I want you to follow from the start up to the end. Be patient, hang in there, and I promise you're gonna learn something very, very important. Thank you. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna be talking about 4 skills to be developed in English. I'm talking about four skills to be developed in English. So, dear brothers, I want you to understand one thing. I want you to understand this because this is something which is gonna boost your English. Speaking English is all about developing skills. When you see someone talking in English, exchanging in English, understanding native speakers without any problem, without thinking about tenses, about prepositions and structures and so on, it's all the matter of developing skills. And in this video, I'm gonna explain to you and highlight to you how you can develop 4 skills in order to become fluent at English. To be a fluent English speaker is possible. It's not easy, but possible. So I want you to understand those 2 things. Possible, but not easy. So the first skill you want to develop in order to become a fluent English speaker is your listening skill. The listening skill is everything. Dear brothers, I want you to think about how you learned your mother tongue, your first language. How did you learn it? Try to imagine, try to see yourself learning that language. And I want you to see your progress. How did you progress? How was those stuff? I imagine that you were a kid, a baby, and you didn't know about reading, writing, speaking, but you were learning by your ears. So I want you to understand something. Speaking is all about listening. If you listen a lot, your memory bank is filled with information. And as soon as your memory bank is filled with information, you just start putting out all those words you know. That's the way babies learn English. And that's the way babies learn languages. So, dear brothers, I want you to use the same way. You want to develop your English, you want to learn a second language, it's possible. And you don't need to be Einstein in order to learn a second language. What you need is just develop your ears, first of all. Listen too much. Listen too much. You can start with a song you admire, a song you love, a song you appreciate, and then you start listening to that song every single day. And after listening too much, you can just try to look for the lyric of the song. And as soon as you have the lyric of the song, you can be listening while reading the song. You are seeing the way we write words. And there you are improving. And as soon as you do this for about more than 5 times, you can be able to listen to the song without lyric. And then you can start repeating little by little. You are repeating with the song at the same moment. Imagine the pronunciation you have. Right now it's closer to the native one. Why? Because you are shadowing a native in the song. He's singing and then you sing with him. You know, when I started learning English, I started with the song Chiquitita. I know you know that song. I love it so much. I was just listening to it every morning, and then one day I start repeating with the song. And I can sing a little part of this for you right now. Chiquitita, tell me what's wrong. You're enchained by your own sorrow. In your eyes, there is no hope for tomorrow. In your eyes, there is no hope for tomorrow. And that's the way I started learning English with songs. You can do this, dear brothers. The first skill you have to develop in your English is your listening skill. And this is the key to the good pronunciation. Pronunciation is all about listening. The second skill you have to develop in your English in order to become fluent is your speaking skill. After developing your listening, then start practicing, repeating. Open your mouth and say something. How can you do this? You can just do this in steps. You listen first, you repeat. You listen, you repeat. And then you record yourself saying what you heard from the original version, and then you repeat, you record yourself, and then after recording yourself, you know what you can do. I know you don't know it. You compare your version with the original one, and then you try to give yourself feedback, and you can say, oh my God, this is not good. This is not the pronunciation I want. And then you bring changes to what you're doing. You can record even million times until you reach the pronunciation you want, until you feel comfortable with your pronunciation. And by doing this, I promise you, you'll have a good pronunciation and you'll be speaking like a native speaker without being one. I don't know how you understand that. So let us recap. The first skill to be developed is the listening. The second is the speaking skill. So let's go to the third one. The third skill to be developed in order to become fluent at English is your reading skill. This is really important. You must be able to read books. And I promise you, reading is important. You chatting with your friends on social media, they write something to you, you must be able to read that. And this is also important. I remember what Michelle Obama said in one of his speech, and she said, good readers are leaders. Readers are leaders. You want to become a great leader, you must become a reader. It means you must love reading. Reading books is very important. So nowadays I'm reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm almost at the end, and I project to start reading the book Think and Grow Rich of Napoleon Hill. You know, this is the greatest book I can suggest to you. If you're not really good at reading, you don't want to read something printed, you can just download an audiobook, and then you start listening to that audiobook every single day. In the morning, when you're going to the job, you can put it in your car and you are listening to the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, or you can be listening to the book Think and Grow Rich, and you learn a lot of things. So that burning desire can push you to do all of those now. If you don't have a burning desire to become good at English, to become fluent at English, then you won't be able to do this. But if you want to be able to do this, you must nourish a burning desire. When you see Steeven here talking, you say, wow, I want to be able also to express my ideas this way, easily, automatically, naturally, without thinking about what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to express my ideas. So that's the third skill to be developed in English, is your reading skill. And you must read a lot of books, right? So the following skill to be developed is the fourth one, and this is the writing skill. The writing skill is very important because, you know, on social media, people will be writing to you something, you read it, and you have to react. You have to respond to what they tell you. So you must develop also your writing skill. So I used to tell my students every day to write me a letter every week. It means every Saturday I am reading letters from my students. They write me letters on social media, sometimes on my Facebook page, sometimes on YouTube. They write comments on my videos and so on. So I suggest you to write something down, but I want you to start small. So you can start by writing your daily program. In the morning, you wake up, you write your daily program. Today I'll be doing this at this time, up to this time, and then after this I'll do this, after this I'll do this, after this I'll do this, and then you read it out loud. You repeat it many times, and this is something amazing which can also motivate your memory to remember what you have as goals, and then it will push you to achieve your goals. Thank you so much, guys. Those are 4 skills to be developed in English. Let us recap once more again. The first one is the listening skill. The second is the speaking. The following is the reading skill. And the last is the reading skill. So I'm gonna give you a bonus right now. So in many centers in the world, they used to teach us 4 skills to be developed in order to become fluent. But right now, I wanna give you the fifth skill that must be developed in order to become a fluent English speaker, a good English speaking. Alright, so I promise you this is amazing. So the 5th skill that you must develop is the thinking skill. You must be able to think in English. Dear brothers, you know, the biggest problem with many English learners is that they are thinking in their mother tongue and translate things in their memory before they speak. Reason why they are not natural. The reason why they sound really bad and their pronunciation is not clear because they are not natural. They are translating things in their head before they speak, and it takes time, and that's the way. So I want you to develop the capacity, the ability to think in English. When you're talking to someone, you don't have to think about what you're saying. What you need is only speaking. Express your ideas naturally, using the vocabulary you have and just expressing them or using a good pace. You know, when you are thinking in English, then you can sound more original. You sound more natural, and that's something great, something good for your English journey. So as soon as you're still thinking in French, in order to speak in English after, I promise you, you will never sound original and your pronunciation won't be clear at all, and then that's the big problem. So you must also learn how to think in English. So let me tell you something, it's not easy. It takes time and patience, but also it requires much practice. So you can practice with a lot of tools, and this is my aim. I'll be sharing with you tools to develop your thinking skill, your listening, and all skills you need in order to become fluent at English. So thank you so much for having me today. I know this video was really useful for you, and I think you can share a comment down there, and I'll be ready to respond to you. You have to like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss other interesting video like this. If you appreciated this video, I want you to write me in a comment down there so that I may know where to improve, where to perform, where to just concentrate in order to make things better and better again in the future. So I've got a promise to you, dear guys. A promise I want to make right now is that the best is yet to come. This is the very start. I am building my online business right now, and this is the very start. So I want you to understand that your comments will help me improve myself, improve my business, and my way of teaching English online. So dear brothers, don't hesitate to share with me your comments. Tell me everything you want. Give me advice you want in order to become good in the future. So thank you so much for having me today. Dear guys, I want you to follow these tips and develop your skills in order to become a good English speaking man, a good English speaking girl. And I want you to use English on your activities, on your job, and in everything you're doing, making sure you practice every single day. Don't forget that good practice makes improvements, and this takes time. So don't jump days and say today I won't do anything and I'll do it tomorrow, and you learn only on weekends. It doesn't produce good results. I want you to do this every day, even for 15 minutes, and then it will be amazing. Thank you so much for having me today. I promise you again, the best is yet to come. Bye bye. Thank you so much for today. Hasta luego. Keep in touch.